up, everyone? Okay. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Drawn Talk. Today is a special show because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fulfilling Bullet Assassin, living in a fantasy world. We're just going to, I've got a lot of comics. I got a bag and board. See, you probably can't see all this because of the camera. Let's let you guys see it real quick. So, look at all that. All those boxes are filled with comics. And I was like, I need to do a stream because I need to promote, My Sexy Witch Academia, which is right there, link in the description, link in the chat. But I was like, man, I also need to get some other shit done. I'm very busy. Guys, my life is a current train wreck right now when it comes to my day job, the marketing agency I run. I just had a girl quit on me. My only graphic designer, she walked out. She was really pissed off. Oh well, so I'm like, shit. So I'm trying to catch up on some work that I need her to do. I've got some accounts that are that I'm trying to close. These are big $10,000 a month deals that I'm trying to get sorted, but I need her to come up with the presentations and whatnot, and she quit. So it's okay, who's gonna do them? Your boys has to do them. So it's just been super hectic. And then plus I was just out of town. I was in Hawaii, not relaxing, that's for sure. And so it's just a lot. So I'm like, you know what, if we're gonna do a stream tonight to promote My Sexy Witch Academia, I might as well also get some other stuff done while I'm at it. I feel like I'm missing some covers. One, two, 3, 4, 5. How many covers did I do for Bullet Assassin? Oh, I guess I have them all. Alright, who knew? Thou shalt not simp. What's up, Bo? How you doing? Did you see all the flavors of spam in Hawaii? Dude, I ate some spam. Bo, I was just in Hawaii, in your hometown. Alright. Let's get these. I'm literally just gonna chuck shit on the ground. I'm high strung, guys, right now. I'm thinking about work. I'm once I finish these, I'm okay, I know exactly what I'm doing after this. I'm gonna run some data reports. It's just boring stuff. Anyways, all right. Let's get into this. We got Sonopa in the house. How you doing, Sam? Blight Blazer, how you doing? Blight Blazer, I love the review that you gave me on Growth Megafist. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And I loved what you said where you were like, yo, I need Tyler to focus. We're focusing. We're making the comics. Massive Panda, 420 backers is impressive. Hey, thanks so much, man. You work too much, bro. I know. I do work too much. I don't ever take a break. It's one of those things, though. I can't not though, because I'm not an employee. I'm the employer. I have to deal with. I'm the employer, so I have to deal with so much crap. All right, so this is the first cover we're going to be back and boarding. This is Delicate Arts cover. I miss Delicate Art. She hasn't been doing artwork in a bit. And what's up, Colin Lamping? And I asked her, I was like, yo, can I get you to do some covers? And she was like, no, like I can't. I'm busy. And I'm like, oh, dang it. I was like, dang it, like that sucks. That happens. Is the music absolutely just gone now? I think the music is like now gone. Let's see. It was feeding through my headphones, and now I'm like, nope. Go through my AirPods. All right, you guys let me know if there's ever a problem with the music. I can't hear it now. Just released a new comic. Awesome. You finished your basement? Yeah, it's like 90% completed. So it's like 90% completed, which is fantastic because, you know, we're able to do stuff like this. But yeah, I messaged Delicake and she's like, yeah, I'm just really busy with life stuff. And, you know, I get that. So, yeah, let's freaking bag and board these books. And we're going to talk about the 12 commandments of making comics because I thought that was interesting. That if you guys didn't know, Jake Parker, who's just fantastic comic book artist. I was actually lucky I got to meet him once. Okay, let's flip these over. But he has a great newsletter, and he came out with the 12 rules of making comics. And, dude, Jake Parker, the thing I love about Jake Parker is his thing that he's been preaching for a long time is, okay, we're flipping this over. The thing that he's been preaching for a long time is this statement, finish not perfect. And it's something that, like, I really related to. It's like, let's just pull these up. So the reason why I have this laptop right here so I can see the chat, because it's kind of far away over there. So I want to be able to interact with you guys. Come on. There we go. And then I want to have the 12 right here. All right. So let's see. The first, how you guys doing? Guys, remember to check out My Sexy Witch Academia. 8 days to go. Okay. Commandment number 1, finish the comic. Most comic artists don't follow commandment number 1, and most comics don't get finished. Following commandment 1 is way more important than 2 through 12. You may not follow the other commandments, but do follow commandment 1. Finish the comic. Like, it's so hard to make comics, whether you are the writer and artist, or whether you're just the writer who's hiring out an artist. Regardless, it's going to be tough. And the reason why it's tough on each end is, well, let me explain. So if you're the writer, purely the writer, the tough part about making a comic is the financials. You can write on your laptop or your computer all freaking day, but unless you have an artist involved, that comic isn't going to be made. And so you're going to like be looking at spending, you know, a couple $1,000s on a comic. You know, maybe you'll be able to make that cost a little different, less if you go the black and white route, and maybe you can make it even less if you're able to learn a skill like lettering. But other than that, finishing a comic is going to be hard on you financially, as if you're just the writer. Now, if you are the writer artist, the tough thing that's going to be hard for you is just, you have this innate, because you are the writer artist, you have the ability to do every aspect of the comic. And because of that, you're not restrained to your ideas. And what that means is this: if you're a writer, you have all these ideas that you want to do, but you are constrained financially by them. So you have to pick, okay, if I only have X amount of dollars to make one comic, which idea am I gonna do? So you're gonna have to make the decision. What comic am I gonna do if I only had this many dollars? With an artist, they don't have to worry about the financial constraints. They don't have to worry about that dilemma. They don't have to worry about how much is this going to cost me, because they're trading in their time to make this comic. But that's a big problem, because you have all of this, because you have all of these ideas. You, as a creator, as a comic creator who's a writer and an artist, you can drop the project at any moment. You could drop the project at any moment and move on to something else, and it will not. You will have just lost time, and that is something that that writers, they don't have to deal with that particular dilemma as much. Another problem with being a both writer and artist, besides picking which thing you're going to do, is you have the physical, mental, and emotional strain of making the entire comic. I remember before, so like Girl with the Mega Fist, those are 200-page volumes. I know at this point I am physically, mentally, and emotionally capable of creating a comic of that length. But some artists and creators aren't yet. They're not at that spot where they can. So if you are a writer artist, what you need to do, and this is even for writers as well, you need to learn how to pace yourself, because it's more important to finish something than it is to just have an idea. So start with a 4-page story, finish that. Then a 6-page, then an 8-page, then a 20-page, and then you go, okay, I just did a 20-page one-shot. Now can I do a 3-issue miniseries? Sweet. Now can I do a full-on graphic novel? Sweet. Okay, now what's next that I can do? And you just have to get in the reps. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, a lot of this stuff is getting in the reps. Let's see. Kova's Lookout, Sketch Star Rex in the house. Why wouldn't anyone want to finish their comic? Dude, like, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people who don't finish their comics. Even me. I worked on this comic called The Hardline. I did issue 1 in like 20 days. I was so pumped. I inked, lettered, wrote it, colored it, all the things. I then did the next 20 pages in a month. And then after that, I literally just lost the desire to make the book. I couldn't nail the rest of the story. I thought I did. I did poor planning, and I quit the book. So now I just have this 2-issue series, 2 issues out of a 6-issue series that just never got done. They never saw the light of day. Luckily, chapter 1 was written and like in a certain way that I could go like, oh, this is just a one shot. You don't squeeze the air out of the bags. I guess I don't. I guess I don't do that. Never thought about that. Isn't the Hardline the one on Webtoon? Yeah, it is. And I never even finished uploading all of the pages that I had. Like, I had even more pages for that book that I even showed on the Webtoon. Like, I had probably like 40 more chapters I could have shown. I just didn't convert them into Webtoon. Sketchstar, you also hate your superhero book. Oh yeah, like, I created Chefs Volume 1. And I did complete it, but I ended the series. I didn't do anything more with that. A couple years ago, was like, you know what? Let me see if I can revitalize this series. And so what I did was I invested in an artist. I paid them to do a 60-page graphic novel of the series. They completed it. Once they were done with their part, I looked at their work and I went, this is absolutely fantastic. And then I was like, I don't want to do this series again. Like, yeah, I just could not. I just didn't want to do that series again. And, you know, maybe one day I will put it out. Because, I mean, I have all the artwork, you know? I have it all done. So maybe we'll get to a point where I'm like, oh, I don't have any more comics I can fund. I mean, oh, man, now that I'm thinking about it, that book is done. I just could release it as a three-part-ish series, because I broke it down into 20-page issues. Damn it. I don't want to do that. But I could. I'd have to gray tone the whole book myself and letter it. Damn it, Sketchosaur. I might have to... We'll see. We will see what happens. I mean, I'm semi-leaning towards, like, only doing graphic novels, because I'm not going to lie. Like, I love doing these floppies, but sometimes I'm like, man, I just have to do so much effort for these floppies. What is nice, though, is that every time I order from Comics Wellspring, I get this big stack of pieces of paper for my children. All right, that cover's done. Let's do this one next. All right. Commandment number 12. Word balloons are king. Since they have the highest contrast on the page, the eye will be instinctively attracted to them. For this reason, use them to enhance the flow of the page. I feel like I should have my phone right here just in case something happens. Ugh. Dude, word balloons are so important. Like, the lettering in your comic is so important. I saw an indie book series the other day that I was like, oh, this looks kind of interesting on Kickstarter, and I just couldn't get past how bad the lettering was. The text was like semi-unreadable. The word balloons were just were poorly placed, because whoever the artist was, they weren't thinking about where to put the word balloons. And so, like, typically you want to leave space at the top of the panel for the dialogue, and like that didn't happen at all. So it was a shame, because I was like, I thought this book like really looked good. All right, this is the next cover we're gonna be doing. Check that out. This is like my favorite cover, honestly, that we've done. I love, like, this could be the volume 1 cover. This could be the volume 1 cover, potentially. Not even volume 1. It's just a trade. This is a limited series. Massive. Yeah, man. Jake Parker has some great videos on his channel. I haven't seen his stuff in so long. He and Mark Curley used to be my go-to channels way back. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Mark Curley. Haven't heard that in a while. Haven't heard that name in a while. All right. Let's do this. Next batch. I actually miss a lot of the old school traditional hand-done lettering. You don't get to see much of that anymore. No, you don't. I mean, everything these days is all about efficiency. I mean, massive. Can you imagine if you had a hand letter your book? Which, by the way, I've got your series. Boom! Right here. All of them. Right there. Master of the Edge. I have issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to catch up on it, though. I know that I think you've put out some more. Ugh. Number 3, respect the Z. There is an unspoken rule that comics are read back and forth horizontally first, then top to bottom vertically second. Do not push against this, but let this instinct your composition. You know, it's like that Z. Ugh. Clarity over cool. Do not sacrifice clear storytelling for cool designs or layouts. Like, a lot of people will message me. They go, dude, your designs are really lazy. And to their credit, they semi-are. But the big thing for me is, like, I don't want to go too crazy with my design. I want you to be able to easily just look at it and go, okay, I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. No, Massive, I'm not giving you my P.O. box to just send me those comics. I am going to buy them off of you because you are a creator I want to support, because I love your comic. I think, in my opinion, it is one of the top 5 indie series I have ever read, and I will continue to support it so I can support you, the artist. Nah. By the way, guys, like, what's going on in the comic book world? Like, I'm so out of, like, what's going on. Is there drama right now? The only thing that I see in the comic book world is that people are talking about the price of comics going up. The Americans are fighting over something. Publishers are raising their prices. Antarctic Press is trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Dude, I'm super excited to meet Ben Dunn. I get to meet him in March. I'm going to the AP 40th birthday or something. I'm booking my ticket later tonight. It was cool to see my name on the guest list. I had like Joe Solis, like message me going to the AP birthday bash, and I hadn't like super confirmed it yet. But I was like, oh yeah, I am. Sam, yeah, I am. I wasn't like planning on it, but Tim Lim hit me up. He was like, hey, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And yay! They were very accommodating. Well, I see you there, Sam. Yeah, if you're in Texas and are able to go to San Antonio for a day, come to that AP bash. Yeah, I'm there with at least one of my kids. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, LP has been covering the AP Diamond stuff lately. I really hope AP stays in the game. AP will. AP will stay in the game. I will say this. I remember talking to Ben, like, several years ago. And I actually remember talking with him. I was like, you know, Ben, have you thought about investing in more AP IP? AP IP. And because I was like, I know you're really, you're doing a lot of creator-owned stuff, but a publisher's strength to survive is to have IP that they own. And I remember him and I had that conversation about that, like how AP needs to start building up their own IP that AP owns. So I hope that from the posts that I've read, it kind of sounds like, it sounds like they've shut off all their creator-owned stuff, and it sounds like they're only focusing on AP stuff, but I don't know then, like, what they're doing with the purely AP stuff. I know they have an app coming out. I hope they did. I personally don't think it was the best investment they could have done. But I mean, AP's been around for so long; they'll survive. They'll survive. Here's the thing: AP is the home of Ben Dunn. So, Ben Dunn, Ben Dunn is AP. You can always ride his banner. Dude, I got Tony James in my DMs literally right now. I invited him on tonight because he had some good points about some things that I was saying, and I was like, I'd love to have this conversation with you. He's like, I don't trust you, and I'm like, well, that's fair. We didn't have the best conversation, but now, and so he said his 2 points, and then I was like, I just ignored him because I don't want to have a back and forth conversation on Twitter DMs. If we want to have a good conversation, let's do it live. Let's have an actual face-to-face conversation, like men. And so right now he's in my DMs, like Tyler can't respond. Can't, like, literally within, like last 2 seconds. Tyler can't respond because he was hit with facts and whatnot. It's like, dude, you're just a waste of my time. Why would I'm not going to respond to your DMs when I said I'll respond only if we have a face-to-face conversation. So, Tony, if you're watching this, like, I'd like to have a face-to-face convo with you. I ignored you. One, I have other things to do in my life than talk with you. While I was not responding to your DMs, I was grocery shopping with my children. I was cooking my family dinner. I was then working. I was then playing Mario Party with my children. I was then putting my kids down for bed. I was then dealing with a work problem. And then I came down and did this. So I had a lot of other stuff to do besides respond to your tweet. But also, I didn't want to because I said that we needed to do a conversation. But, no. No, Larry, I'm not doing a stream with those two again. Should just respond to him live. And there we go. We're driving down though, so I've got a table and I'll have some books with me. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm from the plan so far. I'm gonna fly out to Texas. Stay there with my parents. I'm gonna ship out some books to them. I also need to get a freaking banner made. So I'll ship out a banner and some books to them, and then I think I'm gonna drive with like Tim and his crew or whoever he's bringing. And chill, dude. I miss those stuff, by the way. Those lines in Batman and Robin, like the campiness of it. When Mr. Freeze is like sees the police officers and they're like, yeah, and he's like, chill. Can you defeat the cold Batman? He's like, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. You can't tell me that those weren't some good freaking lines, because they were good freaking lines. Also, Batman Forever, so effing good. I will not ever hear Batman Forever opinions. Batman Forever is fantastic. Sam, if you're getting a new banner, you'll want to order it soon. Those can take a while. Yeah, I should do that. I actually have a company in my city that can make one, so I should. Alright, looks like I'll have to, let's see, it's February. I should probably design one this week then. Design one this week and get it made. We'll just add that to the freaking to-do list. Alright, last batch of this cover. See, like yesterday, I was getting all of these sleeved. Let's keep going. Commandment. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use whatever tools work. Whether it's digital or traditional, if it's getting the job done and contributing to you keeping commandment number 1, then keep using it. Now, the only thing I will say about this is that it depends on what you clarify as a tool, because you could say that AI is a tool. And to an extent, it could be. It could be. But if you're like using it for your like work, like the finished work, like right now, this is all I'll say about AI. If you are like, maybe let's say you're stuck on a pose, or you need a reference photo or something, you can't find the right reference photo. You know, you look through all stock, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Then what I would say is like, yeah, use your prompt. This Tony James guy, he's so funny. So if you're like, oh, like I need this pose, and you describe it to AI, then it comes to you, and then you go, okay, you use that like as a reference photo, and then like you use it to like build your mannequin. That's where I see it. That's where I'm like, okay, that's a good use of it. But anything else is kind of like, By the way, guys, quick promo. Girl with the Mega Fist. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 is currently live on Kickstarter. We do have 8 days to go. Hoping to get like one backer on the stream, but if not, it's all good because we're busy. We're busy being productive. Boom. This batch done. Oh shoot, this is kind of a tall stack. Where should I put this? We'll put it right here. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's get on to this next one. Alright, how many covers did I do? I did 6, but 2 of them are variants of the other one. Alright, let's do this one. This one. I think she's topless in that one, so we're going to do this one. Putting the pro in productive. Trying, man. All right, next cover we're doing. Right there. Fantastic. Beautiful cover. Is this all this is tonight? Is there a quest? Will there be actual industry or drama talk? Dude, we're doing the 12 commandments of making comics. Also, we're just chatting. If there's topics you want me to hit, you let me know. I can't bring on guests because I've got this like weird setup right now, and I'm just trying to focus. But this is a fulfillment stream. Like, one, this lets viewers know, hey, your boy's fulfilling. Two, we got a book on Kickstarter, My Sexy Witch Academia. Boom. Oh my gosh. Oh guys, I did send over yesterday, last night, to Jose the sketches and the script for Blackjack Duelist. I played Blackjack to Save the World. It's a 20-page one-shot. Super excited to see his artwork. So it's funny, last year I paid Jose for a full comic. And he's like, sweet, you gonna send me the script? I fucking never did. I don't know what happened. Larry, no offense, if this is just you packaging books, I'm back to work on my own Kickstarter. Hey, go for it, man. Like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. We're packaging and drawing. We're packaging and talking tonight. That's what we're doing. And so I never sent him the freaking script, and he would message me. He's like, hey, like, we're gonna work on that comic. You did pay for it. You know, being very respectful for the fact that I sent him money to get a comic done. And I don't know what happened. Like, I think I got just super busy with life. And then I just had all these other Kickstarters. And so now this year I was like, okay, like, I have to make this comic for Jose because I freaking paid for it, and I'm not just gonna like now just like let my like this money. I've got to do something, you know. So yeah, he sent it over to me, and I sent it over to him. Super excited to see how that looks. Massive. If you're pulling the trigger on Blackjack, you have to give us some iteration of Peppermint Reload. I know I had issues, but that looked badass. Oh, dude, like, Peppermint Reload is 100% in the works. It is 100% in the works. No doubt. So the Blackjack Duelist is just a 20-page one-shot. It's not a series. It's not going to be anything more than just a one-shot comic. I don't have any desire to expand that story. It's just a get in, get out. This was funny. I wonder what this world... It's, you know, like, the thing with a one-shot is you have to... A one-shot to have some intrigue. A good one-shot makes you go, I wonder what happens next, or I wish that more was explored in the world. That's a good one-shot has those elements. And so that's what I hoped to portray in Blackjack Duelist is I hope that people read it and go, that was fun. I wish there was more, and I wish that I had gotten more of the story. That's the goal that I have with that. Now, Peppermint Reload, I have about 3 arcs that I have created master sheets for. So what a master sheet for me is just like, I free write. So I open up a document and I just go, okay, here's a story, and I just write it out. Like, they do this, then this happens, and then this happens. Now this causes this, now this will, and it's just like, I basically just write the story, how it's just flowing in my head. How you doing, Portable? How you doing? So that's what I did with Peppermint Reload Volume 1, and then I did that with 3 volumes. Now the thing for me is trying to figure out 2 things. One, getting into the whole stack tonight. I see. Good luck, man. Yes, we are packaging books for the backers. So the goal is to bag and board all these books so that I can start fulfilling them. I'm just waiting for the acrylic standees to come, and then after that, we're shipping these books off. So a big thing for me with Peppermint Reload is a couple things. First one. Who's drawing it? Am I going to draw it? Am I going to draw it? Am I going to have... Or am I going to hire out another artist to do that? If I hire another artist to do that, I have to hope that they're able to hit the style that I want. The last time I attempted, they couldn't. And then also, like, how much is that going to cost? And am I going to get my ROI back? Like, if I throw it on Kickstarter, if I sell it... are people going to buy it, and is it going to make enough money for me to keep going to the series and longevity? Because that's the big thing, is that when you do, like, for example, you do something like Bullet Assassin, which is like, I plan to be 5 or 6 chapters, and when it's not like excessively growing, like Bullet Assassin gets a good like 300 to 400 standard backers, which is good. Like, I'm extremely grateful for it, but like the money that it makes isn't very much. This is really good drawing. So I then have to decide, okay, how much longer can we continue to do this series? And so, like, it was supposed to be 6 chapters, then I rewrote it to 5. Right now, I'm kind of, like, wondering, do I need to rewrite this to 4 chapters? Just to end this as a 4-chapter series. So that's always my fear with, like, a new series. Like, what's the longevity of it going to be? So, going back to that commandment, though, that we were talking about, if I'm the one that's drawing it, the only thing that I'm sacrificing is my time. In which case, then, like, the money I make is all quote-unquote profit. Because I'm just sacrificing my time. But then as well, it's the format. I can't show you guys these ones because her areolas are out. But then the next issue with that is then, like, do I do them in single issues, or do I maybe take the time to put out a trade paperback? So I just, instead of going like Peppermint Reload number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, volume 1, do I just go, here's volume 5, bang for your buck, this is it? And like, each volume has just the one and done story. There's a beginning, middle, and end to each volume, so that I could then never do another one, or if I did another one, you wouldn't have to know the things from the first one, and so that has, like, everything's like semi-fresh. That's kind of the route that I'm leaning towards, is cover your eyes. Yeah, guys, don't look at this. I'm gonna get demonetized. That's kind of like what I'm leaning towards, honestly, is putting out a Peppermint Reload volume. But I Check, 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 check. Okay, we're back. Are we back? I think we're back. I can read lips. There was no call for that kind of language. I'm sorry. All right. I think we're back. All right, we're back. Thanks, guys. That was weird. Frick, what was I saying? All right, let's start. Let's see what I was saying. I was trying to say that, we're so back. I think what I was trying to say is I haven't looked at the page yet, Sam. I'm sorry. All right. What I was saying is this. If I was to draw the book, Peppermint Reload, I'd probably want to do a 100 to 120 page graphic novel and draw it myself. But I'm trying to also get back to the point where we're back at Dinosaur Story. But I'm trying to get to the point where I can do 2 Grow with the Megafist volumes. Each Megafist volume is 200 pages, which means I'd be doing 400 pages a year. That's just not possible. That is just not possible. And I really want to do 200. I really want to do 2 volumes a year of Grow with the Megafist. So, once Bullet Assassin ends, so like Super Plumber Sisters is ending with chapter 4 this year. And then the only thing left for that series is to do the deluxe graphic novel. But yeah, so Super Plumber Sisters 4, which is probably going to be my next. I'm almost finished with that with chapter 3. We're supposed to fulfill in March. I'm actually hoping to by next week have the digital sent out. My next, depending on how fast Jose Garcia can get me this book, this Blackjack Duelist, I might throw it up on Kickstarter like right after my Sexy Witch Academia. I have no idea. No idea what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so Super Plumber Sisters 4 is gonna be completed, and then after that, I don't really have any plans to work with Erwin on another project. I love working with Erwin. I just don't have anything yet that I want to work with him on. And then Bullet Assassin will be done. Bullet Assassin will be done this year as well. So really what's going to come down to is I'm just going to have Girl with the Megafist and my Sexy Witch Academia. And so I could maybe add another series in there, but I would just have to find the right artist, honestly. But then if I hire an artist, I'm gonna want to do it in this like single chapter release format, not a volume format. So I don't know. It's a debate for sure. Making comics, man. Making comics is hard. Just got a voice message from someone I did not want to get that voice message from. Work shit. How long are we doing on stream? Okay. Let's finish this set of books. It's actually going pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Here, I'm gonna pause real quick because I want to see Sam's picture. That's a good one. I like that. There's Bush, man. Oh my stars. Dude, I didn't even think. I did not hit up all these freaking what's it called? Commandments. My bad. All right, next one. Know the ending before you start. Panels control pace. Sound effects are storytelling. Every scene needs an establishing shot. Comics aren't movies. Think theater stage, not set. Color controls mood. Well, there. We did the commandments, guys. Sorry. I'm all over the place. Like, the moment the stream ends, I'm just going to have a freaking night. Honestly, I should honestly just finish. I'm probably gonna put on a show or something, bag and board the rest of these books if I have time, and then pull some reports for one of my clients for my marketing business, so I can yell at them tomorrow, and then after that, what sucks right now is my head designer, my only designer at my work, she builds all of our websites and crap. She fucking quit on Friday. And I have all these clients that I'm like, potential clients that I'm now like getting into motion, and a lot of them need new websites, and now it's like, fuck. Like I'm about to pitch a new website for someone. Crap, these are in the wrong pile. Tomorrow, and I don't even have a website designer who can make it. You perverts, there's more of the nudie cover than the regular cover. Those are some nice boobs. What can I say? Check this out. I haven't done this unveiling yet, so we can do it together. Is it this one of these? Is it this one? I've got so many freaking... Nope. I have so many boxes of comics. Where is this? I want to show you guys something cool. Well, that I get to see for the first time. Where is it? F. Here we go. I get to see this for the first time. So this is the newly printed My Life is RPG covers. And for the first time in that, it has the official Drawn Talk Comics backing. So it had, for the longest time, for a couple of years, it's had the old school back cover page. But I was like, I gotta reprint it. Let's change it. So okay. Let me sit down with you guys. How's everyone doing? All right. How are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, sure. All right, we have officially now 7 days to go with My Sexy Witch Academia. I'm so curious where we're going to hit. I'm thinking we might land at 15K. And if we land at 15K, that's going to be freaking fantastic. It does suck that we lost like 200 backers, though. That could be a number of things. The only thing that I can think, the only thing that I can control is just say that maybe those 200 backers didn't want to come back because of maybe they didn't like the second one. Maybe they bought into something and they were like, that's not what I wanted. Like, how many backers did we get in this one? 640 backers. So yeah, like it's a lot. That's 220 backers that we're missing. That's a third. Like, that's a third. So I don't know. They're not showing up right now. So I'm curious. And yeah. I mean, that's one of those things when you make a comic is like, you always have, like, typically what you do is you'll have number 1, 2, 3, and it just keeps going down in terms of sales numbers per each. Now, if you add in the money, if you add in just the dollar amounts, it possibly goes up because chapter 1, and then you do chapter 2, and everyone bought chapter 1 and 2, so those go up, and then now people up to chapters 1, 2, and 3. But typically, sales are supposed to decline. That's with every series. That's why I like Marvel and DC. Like, they do these like 5 to 6 issue miniseries. But man, we'll see how this goes. There might be some last miser backers come in. I still need to back myself. That's fair, and I appreciate that. At the end of the day, this is what happens. is in some way or shape they come back. Maybe they come back and they get chapter 3 in the Super Plumber Sisters campaign, or in the Bullet Assassin campaign, or maybe they come back in the My Sexy Witch Academia number 1, 2, 3, and 4 campaign, and they back 4, but then they also grab 3. So like you just never know. You just never know. But regardless, the most important thing that I can do is go, hey, if they didn't come, maybe they didn't like the story. What can I do to improve as a creator? And that's just, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta take accountability. I'm not a legendary creator. I'm just a guy trying to make comics out of his basement, have a silly goose time, and constantly improving. So how you improve is you have to have accountability. So I'm gonna have some accountability. Like maybe number 2 didn't hit. Maybe the pacing's too slow. Maybe they didn't like the art style. Maybe I did a bad marketing job. All those things could happen. Yo, you got some Super Plumber Sisters 3 around? I have, let's see if I can show this. That's my goal. Check. Am I good now? Tyler, you muted again. Was I muted? Am I muted? Someone tell me if I'm muted. Yeah, you're back. Gosh, dang it. Okay, maybe this clip-on mic isn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. Weird. Oh, great. Now I'm freezing. Oh. That makes sense. I didn't have that audio setup created. Now my thing doesn't work. Great. Why am I so big? Everything's breaking. Everything's breaking, which means it's time for me to end this stream and get some work done. So, okay. While the video is working, the stream is full scuffed. Yeah. All right, the things I said about the Super Plumber Sisters 3 is that it's an emotional. This is the emotional story. This is the Super Plumber Sisters 3 is all about finding out why the sisters all hate each other. We're gonna get some backstory, and then that all leads into the finale, which is chapter 4. It's all 100% line art is completed. I'm hoping by the time that we do the Kickstarter that I'll have all the gray tones and lettering finished, so that like once the Kickstarter is done, boom, I hit you guys with that digital fulfillment. Abandon all hope. Blight Blazer, I'm sure I haven't forgotten my promise after getting 1 and 2 digital and enjoying them. I'm gonna get those in 3 physical. Awesome. Did you get the did you back the Super Plumber Sisters 3 campaign, Blight Blazer? If not, maybe wait for the issue. Maybe wait for the chapter 4. I'm wait for the chapter 4. Okay. You guys rock. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, guys, go check out My Sexy Witch Academia Note number 1, 2, and 3, a magical NSFW story. We got some awesome covers, awesome art, awesome story. I mean, like, don't be fooled by the name, the covers. You know, Harriet Pope is a new student at Raven's Academy for Wizards and Witches. She also has a dark secret. She's the most powerful witch in the world, and she's being hunted. So, yeah, super excited about continuing this series. Us getting to 15K lets me know that we can comfortably end this story at chapter 6. With every book, with every book, I'm just gonna go, can we get to the next 2 chapters? Can we get to the next 2 chapters? Because if, like, let's say this one tanked, I go, like, let's say number 3 tanked, this campaign tanked, then I go, okay, we're ending this at book 5, which gives me time, because this book was already completed. The line art's already completed, so I can't do anything. So which then, I always need to be 2 books ahead. So if chapter 3 tanks, which it didn't, but let's say it did, then that means chapter 4 needs to be made to set up the finale that would happen in chapter 5. So what's happening with this book is, if we get to 15K, then I know that, okay, well, this is fine now. But basically, like, let's say I do chapter 4 and it takes, then I know, okay, the finale needs to be 6. Let's say I do chapter 5, it takes. Okay, I know the finale needs to be at number 7. So it's just playing everything by ear. It's weird. Massive Panda, peace out, Tyler. Hey, see you, man. Portugal Mulata, I could catch the end of this. Thanks, Tyler. Blight Blazer, but if you're saying wait, then I'll wait. Yeah, like, wait till the 1, 2, 3, and 4 campaign. It's going to come in a couple months. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.